First of all, the most important people in my life, Donna, my wife Donna and Scott are here. Johnny is not in Winnipeg right now, so he would be here normally, but that's the first people that I want to thank over my career. They allowed me to explore all those things you talked about, the conferences and the committees that I was on, that I would be in Ottawa or some other places sometimes, or the thousands of hours that they just let me explore my professional self. And I really appreciate that. Always, it's not an easy task to allow your partner to do that, because our kids are busy and they're young, and I'm on these committees that had to be frustrating. Donna never ever said to me, I want you to do this or don't do that anymore. She always supported me. I'm always. So thank you. I love you. When I was thinking about this moment, about being up here, it became very clear to me what's most important in my life: relationships. And I've been fortunate to have had amazing administrators over my career. I know that I've pushed buttons and I've pushed the envelope lots, but I'm happy to say that I have lots of close friends that are administrators that I've had over my life. And thanks for your patience and your understanding over my career. I found that most of the relationships that I've formed have come through all the things that we do after school, through our committees, through the Spirit Committee. And then that allows us to meet. So I want to take a little bit of a journey with all of you, pre-COVID journey, because we haven't been able to do all the normal things that we've done in the past. And I want you to have a mental picture and think about some of these events that we've had at FRC. Just some funny moments that I've recognized. That these events that we do, allow relationships to be struck between staff members. Hopefully you have a moment where you just felt closer to people, and that's important in a staff. Those are the things. I'm going to miss some of the names of people that have volunteered for some of these things, because I got some funny moments that for me, I just laughed when I laughed. I hope you laugh sometimes when I was writing this down. But I'm going to miss some names, but just know that I appreciate you, and I really love the fact that our staff goes all in for things. Beginning of the year, there's a wine and cheese. And lately, it's been at Nicolino's. Huge turnouts. Why? Teachers are cheap, free food. But the story that I remember the most, at Jen Pye's place, I'll never forget this. We're all there. It's a nice turnout. Everybody's having some wine and cheese. Eric Human standing in the corner. And Jen Pye's dog walks up to him, lifts his leg, and pees right all over him. You wouldn't believe the connections that were made over that. Car rallies. Oh, grabbing strangers to dance with during car rallies. You didn't even know who they were, but you had to do the task. Stealing matches or napkins, performing outrageous tasks in the name of getting points, and declaring a winner. We were all winners because we got to know those people in that car, and we all made sure that in that car, it wasn't all phys ed teachers or all science teachers. We mixed up the groups so that we got to get to know each other. Steve and Don blessing us with their music genius at PD events, A for effort, remember that? I was upset because they took time away from the literacy. But they're so talented and innovative. Cheryl and Becky going the extra mile by having their band and choir students perform for us in the hallways, entrance with stairwells, and then they entertained us. And they reminded us about taking a moment to slow down and appreciate what's happening around us, and us to be amazed at the growth of our students. Jen Pye organizing the holiday concert yearly, with Megan and her crew dressing up and learning the incredible dance routines and wowing crowds. Whitney and Sabrina and Barb and the gang playing popular current influencers. That's a new word for me, influencers. In skits that they performed, and the students laughing and getting right into it. But who didn't know what was going on? Dave Pyle, and we would be going, okay, who are they now? What's going on? Yeah, they were really cool people. The amazing many iterations of the Sugar Plum Fairy Dancers, with Tony Tarvey making the front page of the paper. And who could forget watching Lisa Bowles dressed up as a partridge in a pear tree, running through the gym 12 times. And Festivus for the rest of us. Talent extraordinaire. Who knew that we could make up a full band up of our own staff members, and they can play so many songs. I know of no other school that puts on a Christmas concert or a holiday concert for its students, and it's always great to see so many past students come back and watch the fun. Holiday parties at the bar on Pembina Highway, where we divided into teams and rotated between stations and mixing up the departments, all working together to get points. Many laughs, driving golf balls for distance, golf, darts, puzzles, pool, and crud. Crud. Pat Bennett. Crud. Pat Bennett can play crud for 15 years and still not understand the rules and throw the ball at his own groin. Curling with Regan and Jan and Dawn, they gave me a shirt that makes me smile when I think about it, and Kristen and her dad's special shot broom, and the many outfits that we all wore on the ring. Trivia nights and our resident genius Mike organizing them during COVID. It was a little bit tougher. He found a way to make connections online during these tough times. Who knew that I would always have difficulty signing in to these events? Shut up, Saint and Rowan. Nizio's way more patient than nice. Dawn offering her expertise to staff throughout the year. For pottery, painting, and karaoke, she helped me with a practical joke too. That was great, thanks Dawn. Her costumes, the effort she puts into costumes, amazing. She organized karaoke and she can sing. She's amazing. I know that people might be a little tired of Fab and I singing Ebony and Ivory together, but Kristen tells me that she enjoys our version of Aquarius. It went on for 7 minutes. Tom Reed, need I say more? FRC's Swiss Army knife. He can do anything. He's the first one to volunteer and the last one to quit. Tom, it is incredible how much you do for the school, and you do it quietly with no fanfare. I thank you, and thanks for your friendship. Lip sync, the incredible variety of acts done by staff. This was fun. Thanks, Liz. I still can't get the mental picture of Ben Hodges dressed up as Taylor Swift, though. When I hear a song Under Pressure, I always think of Fab and Chris and I on stage, and when I hear it on the radio, I'll video it or whatever and send it to them. And they'll go, okay, enough already, you like the song. Sabrina and Whitney and Madeline running so many activities and events for graduation throughout the year. Barbecues and car washes and picnics, fashion shows. Invariably, they enjoyed grad night a lot. Staff golf and Cornelson and Paparazzi's team leading the way with themed dress-ups, none of them appropriate, or they were just kind of skating the line right there. The fact that scores meant nothing, working together to complete the task was what it was all about. We had to talk about etiquette quite a few times about it, because we had staff members actually drive right up onto the green and pick up the ball. Yeah, we got through that, and it was okay, but my favorite part was Corsheen's awesome trick of being the first group and wreaking havoc on everyone else, because he'd throw out marshmallows all over the course behind us. And the next group would come along and go, hey, I found our ball. Nope, a marshmallow. Mike and Chris with their weekly dad jokes on the whiteboards outside their classrooms makes me smile. It takes time, research. They don't have to do that, but they do it anyways. It sends a message to the kids that these two teachers care and want to welcome you into their classrooms and that they're approachable. Never been more proud of our staff when I saw the COVID bike and car parade and the graduation ceremonies that were done during COVID. Staffs were tired and just wanted to close out the year. Not you. You made it special. There were smaller planned events. PD with friends. Who knew that the best PD happens in warm locations like Tampa and Orlando, Los Angeles, Seattle, Palm Springs? Yeah, I went to all those locations. 2 observations about that. Sessions. They can, at least for sure, 1 a day. And what happens at PD stays at PD. Girls and boys weekends, for me, many wonderful weekends spent with John Cadell, catching up with his life, eating good food, great conversations, movies, and fishing. Well, I tend to pull the lips off the fish on that, but I can pour a drink. Not in the boat, John. I know, not in the boat. Retirements. Oh, Elaine, Monica, Sabrina, Kristen, and Phyllis. She's not here, but my God, they've done this for years, done this event, and they just do it. And they organize it all, and it's incredible. So amazing work by you. My favorite moments were simply cooking steaks of chicken for everyone with Fab and Chris. Steaks for the more important retirees, I guess chicken for us. People would come by and say hi, have a quick visit, and we'd cook for the retiring. We would show the retiring people that we love and respect them by cooking for them. We've all developed close friendships with staff members and have our own lunches, evenings, and weekends together. And because of these events, it doesn't matter which subject you teach, or how old you are, or whether you have anything in common with them. These events break down the barriers between us. Students see the camaraderie, they see the friendships, and learn how to become a friend, how to treat a friend. Our school is special because of all these moments. Sometimes it's hard to find the time, but when we do, work is no longer work. To laugh with each other, to get your hands dirty and help plan activities, spend time with someone new, and develop a relationship. This is where school climate is born and maintained. That is why FRC is known to be a special place to teach. I'd like to end by taking a moment to thank my department. It started 28 years ago at FRC, and like Kristen already alluded to, it was a great place. I heard about what they were doing, Gord and Cheryl were doing there, and I was so happy to be able to come. So I'd just like to talk about a few people just really quickly. Miss Jackie. We hear this a lot, Miss Jackie, Miss Jackie, from our many students in the school. She's selfless and amazing connector with students. We've been so fortunate to have had her as a phys ed EA. She knows the program and has helped all of our students, especially our at-risk kids and those that just need to be heard. She is a good friend and an awesome person to scare in the weight room at 6:30 in the morning. Yon, as excited to teach at the end of the day or week as he was at the start. So positive and caring. Dan is definitely phys ed's department's candidate for the most interesting man in the world. If you need help with lawn care, masonry, dog training, cooking, or investing, or anything fixed, Dan is the man. Incredible. Ben, he's an amazing listener with students and staff, the consummate professional, always willing to research, put documents together, and make sure that we are meeting deadlines. He's also the king of trying out a joke it doesn't quite work and it gets awkward. Thanks for all your help. Thanks Ben for all his help. Deandra, so innovative with programming and marketing for our phys ed program and extracurricular events that are at FRC. Awesome ideas that she puts into action. Amazing track and basketball coach. Dee develops great connections with her athletes, as daily they love to come by to see her for advice or just to say hi. Nicola, wow, can she teach anything? Reviews lessons, preps dailies, coached or volunteered at least 3 sports this year alone, while also taking on the responsibilities of the extracurricular program leader. I've loved spending time with her biking to school or sharing a prep. FRC is so lucky to have her here. Gord, what can I say? Gord, is it 44 years? Where are you? 45? Okay, 45 years later, he's still coaching, supervising, and often is the department member that's on top of all the tech stuff. It's not me. Yeah, Gord is on top of it. What a teacher and coach. Many times over the years, I've been drawn out of our office to listen to him in a practice or a game. Super intelligent with common sense solutions to teaching and coaching. He's just an incredible educator. But when Gord coaches, he does seem to hate clipboards. Kristen, from the start, I've been learning from Kristen. The maturity and grace that she exhibited while dealing with a major injury in high school. When we heard that she had graduated with her kinesiology degree and was teaching in soccer, I was sent there on a mission to beg her to return to teach with us at FRC, and thankfully she agreed. Teaching with her has been a pure pleasure. She works hard to be current, takes the time to make connections with all of her students, and loves a good laugh. She volunteers to be on many school committees and is regularly asked to present at SAGE. She's an amazing example of what a physical education teacher should aspire to be in today's classroom. She does all this while having 3 young ones to take care of. I've been so lucky to have worked in this amazing department. To conclude, thanks to all of you. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.